Hi, welcome. I'm Crystal with the Forever in Motion team, just filling in casually again today, lucky me. And I hope that you are ready for a very fun and a little bit different 45-minute class today. I have been thinking about these pool noodles in the closet space that I'm teaching from today. And what a fun way to add something different to the class. We will use these at the end to work our fine motor and to do a little bit of extra challenges. Pool noodles, at the time of recording this, it is spring. They should be available at a variety of stores, the dollar store, Walmart, that type of thing. But if you don't have one, because you didn't know you were supposed to bring a pool noodle today, I didn't tell you, you could probably just even grab a tea towel, and that would work for a few of the exercises. So take some time. You can always pause this video and gather the equipment that you need. Pool noodle, and shorten it up, or a tea towel, and we will also do a bit of strength training with a resistance band today. We will use the chair for our balance and for some exercises in seated. Of course, good running shoes, a safe space free from clutter, and a water bottle. If you have those things, I think we're ready to go. Just peeking to see if I have someone watching. Viewer, if you can't hear me or if there's any technical difficulties, reach out, let me know. Otherwise, let's get started. I thought we should bring some awareness to good alignment. That's where we're going to begin today. So, finding our feet about hip distance apart, take time to feel grounded through those feet, the weight of your feet connecting to the earth. Then take some time to think about the strength in your legs. How do they feel today? Can you tighten up some of those leg muscles and engage those muscles? Then bringing awareness to our core. I love this visual. If you can imagine a golf ball right in your center, and you're squeezing the golf ball from the sides of your body and squeezing the golf ball from front and back and even squeezing golf ball up and down. So like a zipper from our base of the pelvis zippering up to the navel, that is all of the core muscles that are keeping us tall and upright. Bringing awareness to them, engaging them. Drawing the palms of the hand forward, and take a moment to feel how this opens up our chest muscles. Maybe a few nice deep breaths as we feel the tension release from our shoulders as we open up into some good posture. And then thinking about our chins. And it happens as we age, heads are very heavy, that they sometimes fall a little bit out of alignment. We'd like to bring our ears over our shoulders. Sometimes that feels as though we're giving ourselves a bit of a double chin, but go ahead right now, nobody's looking. You're all looking at me, but anyways, find chins tucked in, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, palms forward. Let's take a nice beautiful deep breath in, and we'll add some mobility. On the next inhale, lifting shoulders up. Exhale, releasing shoulders down. 2 more of those. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Last one. Good. Shoulder retraction and protraction. Inhale, open up the chest, retracting or pulling the shoulder blades back together. Exhale, bring them forward. Don't exaggerate that. We do that a lot in the day. The important part is opening up. 2 more of those. Exhale, release. And with this last one, feel our greatest stretch yet. Beautiful. Wrapping arms around. Inhale, open up. Feel those chest muscles really warming up now. Feel the lungs warming up. With this next one, keeping our hands out front, palms up, and then palms down. Now we'll start to invite the legs to move a little bit. Gentle march, slow and controlled while the palms move up and down. Keeping that golf ball imagery, so we've got core muscles engaged as we slowly lift one knee and the other. You know, you've got two bones in your forearm, radius and ulna. The radius is rotating around the ulna while we do palms up and down. Lots going on, even when we're moving slowly. Let's pick up the pace and change it around. Breaststroke arms, maybe slightly faster with those high knees. Don't lose the nice deep breaths that we started with. Offer your body a nice deep breath whenever you need. We'll go through these cardio moves twice. So take your time on the first round. Get the feels, get all the right body mechanics, and then maybe we'll go a little faster on round 2. 3, 2, 1. So that was bring our legs forward. Let's bring our legs back. I'm going to use my chair for balance at the beginning and a little bit of hamstring curls. Keeping the knee pointing down to the ground. Trying not to let the knee go out to the side. That's not what we're working on. We feel muscles on the back of the thigh with this. Add a little row if it feels comfortable, or stay with hanging on to the chair. Still opening up our shoulders. We're going to end today's class with some pretty fantastic posture. That's what I'm going for. Our next movement will be side to side. So in 3, 2, 1, we switch. We're going to step touch side to side. Adding a shoulder roll. And make that shoulder roll a little bigger once your body settles into that posture, until you find some beautiful big backwards arm circles. We'll only go backwards because a lot of the activities we do throughout the day bring us forwards. So this is kind of a posture correction here. Reach and stretch, beautiful, nice deep breaths, beautiful stretches. 3, 2, heel tap, heel digs next. So tap, heel out. Can you still see my toes? Maybe I should back up a bit. So tap, heel out front, heel out front. Can you add opposite arm to opposite leg? We're taking it from the top in 3, 2, 1. Pronation and supination. Arms, palms up and down. Add the knee. Use those strong core muscles to move slow and controlled. And breaststroke arms in 3, 2, here we go. At the time of recording this, we have Easter soon upon us. It is still snowy. The bunny is going to have a lot of snowbanks to hop through. But maybe next week things are going to warm up. No swimming anytime soon. We're going to end our swim in 3. 2, we had hamstring curls next, right? So chair is here if we need it to settle into this movement. And hang on to the chair if that's your comfort, or add a low row if that's your comfort. Or because this is round 2, you are welcome to make it a high row. How does the upper back feel? How do the shoulders feel? This is entirely up to you, what intensity you choose. So front of the legs, check. Back of the legs, check. We've got side next. We're going to do our step touch in 3, 2, there we go. Shoulder roll. A little bit bigger with those arm motions. Finding ourselves reaching for the sky. Heel digs coming up next, team. 3, 2, you got it. Add the arms. An opposite arm with opposite leg, because that is how we normally walk, right? We keep our spine aligned by moving opposite arm with opposite leg. If you've ever used walking sticks, cross-country skis, that is the same rhythm or pattern of movement that we use. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, team, we are done this cardio series in 3, 2, 1. I invite you to have a quick water break. So important to stay hydrated, and we'll keep staying on our feet. We'll do some balance exercises next. Welcome, 4 of you. I'm so glad you're here. And as always, Wednesdays at 1:30 is what we've just recently switched to that. We should put a post maybe out there. I should do that. But we will be here Wednesdays at 1:30. But you are always welcome to access these videos at your own convenience. So chair is close by for a little bit of balance. Somewhat challenging to do balance right after we've done our cardio. But let's dig in, going back and forth, up on toes, back on heels. Can you remember that golf ball cue? Let's give attention to our core muscles while we rock back and forth. Then give attention to your chest muscles. Are you reaching your heart up to the sky each time you come up? Our next exercise will be called hip abduction. And the goal of that is to work our glute muscles. So pausing with both feet on the ground, take time to feel like you are connected, feet to floor, hand on the chair if required. Then we'll take one leg out to the side. We're just going to do one leg at a time to really bring some focus here. Thinking about heel leading, that'll activate our glutes. If we lead with our toes, our bossy hip flexors take over. They do lots. Let's lead with our glutes. Keeping nice tall posture. Going for about 10 of these. Remembering to challenge our balance. Maybe the last few we don't need to hang on to the chair. Right on, I'm going to switch to the other leg. I hope I don't hit the wall. Maybe I'll move my chair forward. Out to the side, leading with the heel, and keeping the body in good tall alignment. Do you feel that supporting leg, the standing leg, a little bit more because he's already had some exercise? Dare I admit that I do? Great. We'll alternate with our next exercise. We're going to do hip extension. Again, focus on the glutes, but also the whole back of the body is going to feel some work here. Chair is here to support you. Make sure you're not going to kick the table behind you. Find that tall posture. Feet are grounded. We've got all areas of our abdominals coming together to keep us supported. Open chest, chin tucked in. Here we go, taking heel back. As mentioned, we'll alternate. One of the tricks with hip extension is to make sure that you don't hyperextend in the back. I am guilty of that often. I've got a bit of a bendy back, but if you are arching at your low back, you're not probably working the right muscles. Our muscle focus is on the glutes with this right now. All the while, our supporting muscles we have awareness of. Can you take your hand off the chair for the last few? A couple more. Great. A tandem stance next for balance, placing one foot forward and the other foot narrowly behind. This will be different for everybody. The wider your feet are, the greater your base of support. So play with what feels right, and then we're going to stretch forward, putting weight on our front leg, and then place the weight on the back leg. I'm lifting my toe up on my front leg. Just weight shifting forward and back. I'm on repeat today, but thinking about the golf ball and the core muscles engaged here. About 5 of these. And then we'll switch to the other side to make our 10. So take time to find the foundation that works for you. Maybe a little wider on round 2 here. Maybe you can narrow it up. Then rocking forward, rocking back, weight on front foot, weight on back. Beautiful posture throughout, and know that the chair is here if you need it. Beautiful work. Another drink of water if that feels good. We will prepare for seated exercises, but first some squats. Not always my fave, but pretty darn important. So we're going to do 5 almost sitting down, then we'll do 5 sit to stands, and then we'll do 5 semi-squats coming up off the chair. Doesn't make sense probably. Let's do it together. It'll make sense then. Okay, so you can have your hands back if that feels safe for you, or you can have your hands forward. Might be more challenging, but the most important thing is to make sure that you're putting the weight into your glutes and not into your knees. If you can't see your toes, you're probably putting too much weight into your knees, and they're not designed to take all of our weight. Not your weight, anyone's weight. Okay, here we go. 5, sitting down almost, but no, then coming up. 2, 3, 'Can you feel your weight in the heels of your feet? That's a good cue too. Squeeze those glutes when we come up to the top. Stand tall. Nice, deep, proud breath. And down we go. Great job. 5, sit to stands. So we're on the front portion of our chair, half or whatever it is that works for you. Our feet are about hip distance apart. You can use the armrest to push up or hands free. Here we go for 1. All the way down. All the way up. Squeeze your glutes when you come up to the top. Get a little extra bonus in there. This is 5, right? I was using my fingers. Did you see that to count? I believe if I've used my abacus correctly, that's 5. Great. Our final series for squats will be coming up off the chair, but not coming to a full stand. So each of these offers a slightly different challenge for our muscles. Again, feeling tired? Use the armrests. It's whatever feels good for you. 5 squats coming up part way. Here we go. Whoa, just about fell back. 2, go slow. This is where the real work happens, team. 4. This must be 5. Sit and enjoy the echoes of those squats going through our bodies right now. Well done. I think we'll move into our strength portion next. So help yourself to a drink of water if you wish, and grab your resistance band. Let's do reverse bicep curl. Just thinking, we also could have done triceps from the chair. We might do that. We'll do triceps from the chair in a minute. Okay, so you have your band safely secured underneath the feet. We're going to do, let's do a hammer curl. Thumbs are going to be facing forward, like facing towards the camera maybe. You're going to bring your thumbs up towards your shoulders. That's probably the best way to describe what I'm doing. Or I'll just show you. Here we go. Settling in for about 10 of these hammer curls. Slow and controlled. Exhale up. And inhale, release. Keeping the back tall and strong. Sometimes we like to swing our torso because it helps us lift, but this is not about back exercise. We are focused on biceps, the muscles on the front of our arm. I think that's 8. 9, 10. Last week we did alternating shoulder flexion and abduction, and I heard a good comment, so we're going to do it again. Now this can be done in seated or in standing. You do want to offer yourself quite a bit of length with the band. I'm going to show you both ways. One the band is under 1 foot only. We find the tall posture that we have had throughout the entire class, of course. And then we're going to take one arm forward and the other arm out to the side. The forward arm, that's called shoulder flexion. Arm out to the side, that's shoulder abduction. Good, so alternate side to side, keeping the tall posture, keeping the arms long. Don't lock out the elbows. If you keep them slightly active, then we get some more muscles engaged. You know what this is doing? This is warming me up. I do not need my vest anymore. Oh, but as promised, yes, this can be done seated as well, right? So I've got one arm going straight up, shoulder flexion, one arm going out to the side. Now take note, which arm is doing shoulder flexion, which arm is going out to the side. Got it? Because we're going to switch. So band goes under the other foot. Again, seated or standing, you find your comfortable position. I'm doing shoulder flexion now with this arm, abduction with this arm. Exhale on exertion. You keep going. I gotta take my vest off. I'll do the final few in standing here. What do we say? Flexion, abduction. I shouldn't talk. I'm maybe mixing you up. That's a toughie. But guess what? We're going to put our bands aside right after this. So maybe a couple more for good measure. Good. And then, as promised, triceps from the chair. Sitting on the front portion of our chair, hands on our arm rests, and we're going to lift our bums up off the chair. Not so much using our legs, lots using our triceps. Here we go, team. Lift and slowly down. Broken record Crystal here. Can you feel the golf ball engaging all those core muscles, that visual that we talked about? So the arms are working hard, the triceps lifting our bodies. We exhale as we lift, but also our core stabilizing and offering us beautiful posture. I feel like I've gone at a pretty quick pace today. I hope this hasn't been too quick. I guess I was so excited to get to our noodle exercises. So one more for the triceps. A quick drink of water and grab your noodle. Okay, so fine motor first is where we're going to begin. Awful important to exercise our fingers because they do so much during the day for us, don't they? So let's begin by holding this noodle or your tea towel out comfortably. Just squeeze about 5 times, getting those finger muscles warmed up. Lovely. Now we're going to head to the wrist a little bit. We're going to twist. Wring out your dishcloth or wring out your noodle. about 5 of these, but our fingers are working still, keeping a nice tight grip. Beautiful. Now, finger flexion is important. That's what gives us our grip and our ability to hang on to things. But finger extension is important because flexion takes over sometimes. So just place that tea towel or noodle on your knees, lap, thigh is the word I'm looking for, thigh, and lift up pinkies and down. Lift up ring finger. Oh, he always wants a friend to come along, doesn't he? Lift up your middle finger. Lift up your pointer finger. That's easy. And then take your thumb away. Good. Roll through that once more, lifting each finger up individually. Maybe holding the more challenging fingers just for another extra second or two. And then play a little piano. Tap as though you're incredibly impatient with your exercise leader today. No, don't do that. All right. We've got another series with our noodles. Let's do a noodle pass. Under one thigh, make a figure 8, coming around, go under the other thigh. So, see if you can get this as a smooth rhythm, moving fluidly, making a beautiful sideways figure 8 or infinity symbol. This is also the Métis symbol for Métis Nation Saskatchewan. Now take note, you are going in one direction. What direction is it? Pay attention, because you know what's coming up, right? Here we go. Pause and go the other way. Man, that's actually a little bit hard for me. I'm like, what was I doing? There you go. See if you can avoid touching your legs. Make it a nice clear pass underneath each thigh. Maybe you could go faster than me. Go ahead. Don't let me stop you. Passing that tea towel or pool noodle. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Okie dokie. We're going to do a little bit of reaction stuff. This might not work so good with a tea towel, but give it a go. You could maybe use a paper towel that doesn't have very much paper towel left on it. That might work. That would be good. Okay, you're going to hold it up. You're going to watch it. I've got my left hand, whatever hand you start with, but other hand is going to be ready to catch. Are you ready? Let that noodle go. Catch it. I'm kind of glad that I caught it. That would have been embarrassing if I didn't on my first one. I'll miss a few for sure. We're going to do about, 5 to 10. Bring the noodle up, let it go, catch it with your other hand. Getting ready for ball season, maybe, are we? Okay, which hand is lifting it up? You ready? We're gonna switch to the other arm, lifting up with the other arm. The other hand is ready for catching. Here we go. We're going to pass this noodle around our back in 3, 2, 1. Good. So again, opening up our chest muscles, keeping with nice tall posture. I'm passing it around my body, circular, but it's getting me to open up my shoulders. Keep in mind, if you have a sore shoulder, this might not be the exercise for you today. That's okay. Maybe you just want to just go part way, then bring it back out front, right? Always options. Make sure you're working within your comfort. Which way are you going? Stop, go the other way. Now there is actually even a handout that the Forever in Motion team has on pool noodles. We're going to row our boats next here, rowing to one side, then rowing to the other. I'm actually not really familiar with rowing a boat, so it takes me a little while to get my hands in position here, but row your boat. And yes, if you found these noodle exercises interesting, take these ideas to your own class. The noodles are not an expensive exercise tool, right? Boy, I think they're $1. Well, maybe not, but pretty reasonable anyways. And we cut them here, I think they're into thirds. So yeah, you can get quite a few group exercise tools with a small purchase. And in addition to the noodles being readily available, also the Forever in Motion team has handouts on pool noodle exercises. It's a 2-page handout and has some cute ideas. So feel welcome to reach out if you'd like that. Maybe we could send that to you via email or traditional mail if that's what works best for you. Rowing our boat for another 3, paying attention to how this feels in our core. Here's the last one. There we go. Noodle exercises. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed. We've got to do some stretches next. I knew today's class was going to fly by because I had so much in my head to do. And I hope that it is going by at a reasonably fun pace for you. We'll start with our stretches, working from the bottom up. I'm going to scoot back on my chair a little bit, lift one leg up, do some ankle circles. Going the other way. And placing that heel down, finding my hands supporting my torso on that bent thigh, and then slowly with an exhale, hinging forward, pulling the toes up towards the nose. Where do you feel this? Bring the breath into wherever the body needs a little extra breath. Hold stretches for 15 to 30 seconds or 3 breath cycles. And I usually like to follow the 3 nice deep breaths because that encourages me to keep breathing deep. Ankle circles with the other foot, nice tall posture. Going both directions. Placing heel down. Supporting your body if that feels good, and then slowly hinging forward. Remember, not arching with our back forward, keeping our spine long, keeping our chest lifted, breathing into the hamstrings, low back, calf muscle. There's a variety of places that you might be feeling this right now. Very lovely, good work. We're going to do a little bit for our abdominals. We did that with rowing our boats, but same kind of thing for obliques. We're going to do boot, scoot, and boogie. So shifting bum cheeks to the back, and then shifting bum cheeks forward. Now exaggerate this. Get into those side torso muscles. Only 3 times. This is my last boot, scoot, and boogie here. And bringing the body forward once more. Great. We're going to put our hands at the back portion of our chairs. Take a moment to look up, maybe where the ceiling meets the wall, wherever it's comfortable for the eyes to land, for the neck to land. And then take a few deep breaths as we open up our chest. Fill those lungs up with air. Lovely. Elbows at our sides, palms up. We began with some pronation and supination. Let's stay with our palms up and work those rotator cuff muscles. And tell me your posture is fantastic. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Wrist circles coming up next. This is a good time to think about something that we're grateful for, and as I mentioned, the time of this recording, not necessarily the time of you watching this is April, so I am really looking forward to some warmer temperatures, and I'm grateful even today the sun is nice and warm, and I am so happy to feel the sun on my face when I'm driving to work. We're going to do a little bit of finger exercises. We did that with the noodles. We're going to offer it a little bit more. So fingers, palms come together, and then fingers push apart. Just offering our fingers a little chance to stretch and work. And we're going to take one hand, palm outstretched, and maybe offer a little extra by placing a little pressure on the fingertips. Just gentle. It doesn't need to be much, but you should feel like that's increasing the forearm stretch. Maybe getting a bit of a stretch in those fingers. As I mentioned, we do a lot of finger flexion. Finger extension is so important. Open up the palm, release, repeat on the other side. And as though we've dropped something on the floor, we're going to reach one hand down and take the neck ear to shoulder on the other side. So feeling a stretch. And by reaching down with our hand, we're increasing that stretch. Other hand reaches down, then invite ear towards shoulder. Great. Hands at our heart to begin. Let's inhale and open up. We also use this at the beginning of class. We're coming full circle. This time, though, we're going to do palms up and then change so that, thumbs up and then thumbs down. Feeling the feels. Feel how this opens up not only our chest then, but also our biceps. And then bringing those hands around. Give yourself a hug and a pat on the back. We did this at the beginning too, but now we need a good hug, and we need to say, way to go, self. Awesome workout. I am so grateful that you joined me today. I hope that you have had a very wonderful workout, and I hope you enjoyed the pool noodle stuff. As always, feel welcome to reach the Forever in Motion team in the comments below. We appreciate whatever you give us for feedback. We do look, we don't always respond, but thank you so much for watching, and take care, everybody.